Sir, that tattoo? The young girl's voice trembled. The wrench slipped from her hand and clattered onto the cement floor. My sister, she had the exact same tattoo. Cole's heart stopped beating. What did you say? His voice was hoarse, barely a whisper. The girl's eyes widened, tears welling up. She pointed at the deep red wing tattoo on his arm, her hand shaking. Those wings, I've seen them 100 times. She told me she got it with someone she'd never forget. Someone named Cole. The name hit him like thunder. The world spun beneath his feet. He couldn't breathe. What's your sister's name? He forced the words out. What's her name? The girl swallowed hard. Alana, she said softly. Alana Grace. Alana? The name he hadn't spoken in 20 years. His knees nearly buckled. The air around him grew heavy. If you believe broken souls deserve redemption, please like this. Because what comes next will bring you to tears. You knew her. The girl asked, almost afraid to hear the answer. Cole nodded slowly, tears forming in those hollow eyes. I didn't just know her kid. His voice broke. I loved her more than I loved my own life. He sat down on the dirt, his whole body seeming drained of strength. 20 years ago, when I met her, I was nothing. Cole's voice was low, each word seeming to be dug out from deep in his chest. A troublemaking bastard, riding a beat-up Harley, covered in tattoos, running with the Hell's Angels. Everyone avoided me, thought I was trash, that I'd never amount to anything. He looked up at the distant sky, but she was different. That night, I was in a fight outside some dive bar, face all bloody. She happened to be passing by, a nurse coming off the night shift. Cole smiled bitterly. She looked at me, no fear, no disgust, just walked over and said, "You need to get that wound treated." I wanted to brush her off, but those eyes, God, those eyes had something in them I couldn't refuse. She saved me. Cole's voice began to tremble. Not just that night, she truly saved my life. She started caring about me, cooking for me, talking to me, asking me about my dreams. Dreams! I didn't even know where I'd be tomorrow. What dreams could I have? But she believed in me. She said she could tell I wasn't a bad person, just hurt too much, didn't know how to live right. Lily listened quietly, tears streaming down her cheeks. Cole continued. We got together. It was the happiest time of my life. We got this tattoo together, these wings. She said wings represent freedom, represent rebirth. She made me believe I could have a different life. The brothers in the Hell's Angels accepted her too. We weren't what the outside world said we were. We were a family. We helped orphans in the community, raised funds for veterans, provided food for the homeless on Thanksgiving. Elena saw the real us. She participated in our charity events, became friends with the brothers' families. She said she'd never seen such unity and loyalty. Then her parents found out about our relationship. His voice became pained. They saw the tattoos on my arms, saw my Harley, heard the name Hell's Angels. They didn't want to hear any explanation. In their eyes, I was just a thug who would ruin their daughter's life. They gave her an ultimatum, either leave me or they'd disown her. Cole closed his eyes, tears falling. She said she didn't care. She said she'd choose me, choose our love. But I couldn't let her do that. That night, I went to see her. His voice was barely audible. Your parents don't approve of us being together. I told her that night, my voice carrying a wariness I'd never had before. She gripped my hand. I don't care what they think, but I care. I looked at her, my expression complex. I don't want you to break with your family. You're young. You have your own life, a better future. And what about you? You're a good person. You always have been. She almost shouted. I smiled bitterly. Your parents don't think so. In their eyes, I'm just some biker thug. who'll ruin your future. That's all prejudice! The Hells Angels aren't what the outside world says. You're just a group of brothers who love freedom and support each other. You've helped so many people, done so many good things. I know. I interrupted her, gently stroking her cheek. But some misunderstandings run too deep. They can't be explained away in a moment. I don't want to become a rift between you and your family. That night, she felt an ominous premonition. The way I spoke sounded like a goodbye. It was pouring rain that night. She stood in the rain, clutching my hand, begging me not to leave. She said she didn't care about the prejudice. She just wanted me to stay. But I still left. I told myself it was for her own good. Let her reconcile with her family. Let her live a better life. Find someone her parents would accept, someone who deserved her. I got on my bike and rode away without looking back. His voice was almost inaudible. That was the stupidest decision I ever made. These 20 years, I've thought about her every day, every mile of road, every lonely night. I told myself she must be doing well, must have found happiness, must have married a good man. I thought leaving her was loving her. I was wrong. Lily squeezed his hand, crying. She never blamed you, she said softly. She always said you were a good person. You just didn't believe you deserved to be loved. She reconciled with her parents, but she was always waiting for you. Those words completely broke Cole. He covered his face, his shoulders shaking violently. All the pain, guilt, and regret he'd suppressed for 20 years came flooding out. After a long while, Lily pulled out her phone. I want you to see this. The photo destroyed him. Alana, her hair had gone gray, but those gentle eyes remained, standing by a hospital bed, smiling weakly, still wearing that silver necklace. She passed away last winter, Lily said softly. Cancer? No. In those final days, she often mentioned you, said you changed her life, said she hoped you could forgive yourself, hoped you knew you were always a good person. Cole's chest felt like it was being torn apart. She never married. She devoted her life to helping lost children, just like you once were. She said you and your brothers taught her what true loyalty and kindness were. She later became a social worker, specifically helping young people who were misunderstood by society. She kept your photo by her bed until the very end. Lily squeezed his hand. She said if she ever saw you again, she wanted to tell you you never needed to change. You were always good enough. But I think she saved you too, even if you didn't know it. Something deep inside Cole began to shift. The part that had been lost for 20 years finally found its way home. He stood up, wiped his tears, and looked at Lily. She would be proud of you, he said, his voice trembling. You have her strength. Lily smiled through her tears. And you still have her heart. Cole, Lily said softly, my car still needs fixing. Will you help me? Cole looked at her and suddenly understood. This wasn't a coincidence. This was Elena's final gift to him. Of course, he said, warmth in his voice for the first time. I will. That night, Cole rode into the darkness. Stars twinkled overhead like sparks shooting from his exhaust pipe. The road stretched endlessly before him, but for the first time in 20 years, it no longer felt empty. He felt Elena's presence in the wind, heard her laughter in the engine's roar, felt her love in every mile ahead. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you believe love always finds its way home, comment, she never really left. Because as Cole's motorcycle disappeared into the golden twilight, his engine carried a message. It's never too late to forgive yourself. It's never too late to come home.